An Oakland police officer gravely wounded in a weekend shootout has died. John Heege had been declared brain dead on Sunday, but remained on life support so his organs could be harvested. Alameda County medical officials say Heege's heart, liver, and kidneys were removed on Monday evening. The 41-year-old police officer and his partner, both on motorcycle patrol, were gunned down when they pulled over Lovelle Mixon, a man with an extensive criminal background.
During the search for the suspect fired and struck two more officers, and they were transported to Highland Hospital in critical condition also.
CashRulesGlobalTV.com.
My young nigga go to work, I bet my shit's getting dangerous. Every day y'all getting lame.
The suspect shot both officers and took off, and an intense manhunt ensued. Calls for mutual aid going out and air support from CHP in Alameda County.
Cash Rules Global TV. I'm tapping in. What we on? Back at it again. Got the trap doors open. Line still around the corner. I think they was waiting since before the sun come up. But you know, we cooking it up right now. It's a new series I'm bringing to y'all. Criminals that change the streets. And y'all probably hella confused. What I mean by that is criminals that change the outlook and the direction of street hood business. Whether it make the police hot, way more hotter, get on our line way tougher, giving us no slack, no leeway, bounce out boys, dirt bike boys, or criminals that made them back down, change the law, figure something out, made a new twist, and change the landscape. You hear me? Now, y'all know I'm from Oakland. I make that very clear. Cash Rules Global merch as always. But the day that 4 police officers was killed in Oakland, California, you hear me? They fatally shot on the day of March 21st, 2009. Y'all probably already know where I'm going with this. Lovelle Mixon. This was a man who said he wasn't going out. I don't know. You can go figure out his intellect and go back and see what he was thinking about that.
Down within a 2-hour time period this afternoon on the streets of Oakland. It all started at 74th and MacArthur. A traffic stop by 2 officers, it appears from Sky 7 video. Those officers were on motorcycles. The suspect shot both officers and took off, and an intense manhunt ensued. Calls for mutual aid going out and air support from CHP in Alameda County. The officers were taken to Highland in critical condition. Heavily armed SWAT team went in and out of buildings in a 10-block radius. Oakland police blocked up all access between 73rd Avenue and 79th Avenue and between Bancroft and Outlook. Around 3 o'clock, police say an anonymous citizen reported a suspect barricaded at an apartment building at 74th and Hillside. So police looking for the suspect raided that apartment building. As they went inside the building, police say 2 more officers were gunned down.
The person responsible for shooting at the 2 officers were barricaded in an apartment located close to this area. Subsequent search of the apartment building, our SWAT team was called in, and during the search for the suspect fired and struck 2 more officers, and they were transported to Highland Hospital in critical condition also. The officers returned fire in defense of their lives, and the suspect was deceased.
Scene where the first 2 officers were shot. I can tell you from being down here on the streets of Oakland, there was a lot of panic. There was pandemonium. I saw residents running for cover as police officers raided that apartment building this afternoon. More officers called in, paramedics, ambulances, fire trucks, more police vehicles all streaming to the scene this afternoon. Much of MacArthur and the adjacent neighborhoods here are still sort of in lockdown mode. You can see the barricade behind me. Obviously, more investigating going on as police wrap things up here. They say they do not believe others are involved, but the investigation is still very much alive here on MacArthur Boulevard in Oakland. They say they'll have more details for us tonight on exactly what happened at both of those scenes. Reporting live in Oakland, Leslie Brinkley, ABC 7 News.
And we understand this is a rapidly changing story. We'll come back to you a little later in our newscast. Thank you, Leslie. Now, those 4 injured Oakland police officers were taken to Highland Hospital.
There was a lot of panic. There was pandemonium. I saw residents running for cover as police officers raided that apartment building this afternoon. More officers called in, paramedics, ambulances, fire trucks, more police vehicles all streaming to the scene this afternoon. Much of MacArthur and the adjacent neighborhoods here are still sort of in lockdown mode. You can see the barricade.
Now that was hectic as hell, wasn't it? Now that's something that changed the outlook on the streets. He got stopped by some motorcycle cops. He was on parole. He said, I wasn't going back. That's it. That's all. I know a couple of people that I was riding around with and have said that multiple times. Like, hey, look, Cash, if them people get on us, I ain't going down.
An Oakland police officer gravely wounded in a weekend shootout has died. John Heege had been declared brain dead on Sunday, but remained on life support so his organs could be harvested. Alameda County medical officials say Heege's heart, liver, and kidneys were removed on Monday evening. The 41-year-old police officer and his partner, both on motorcycle patrol, were gunned down when they pulled over Lovelle Mixon, a man with an extensive criminal background. Heege was taken to this hospital with a severe brain injury. His partner, Sergeant Mark Dunnican, was pronounced dead. Mixon managed to escape the crime scene on foot and ended up at this apartment building. Authorities say he killed 2 more officers when the city's SWAT team stormed his hideout. Mixon was also fatally shot. The day before the deadly encounters, Oakland investigators had gotten evidence possibly linking the 26-year-old suspect to a February rape. According to California prison officials, there was also a warrant out for his arrest because he missed a mandatory meeting with his parole officer, and he felt his parole officer was not helping him. A public memorial service for the dead police.
Times get hard, times do get rough, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own path and can make their own way. So I ain't saying blood was right or wrong. That's on y'all to decide. But anything and everything that y'all go through, you still got breath, you got air in your lungs. Stay in your lane and do what you gotta do. Ain't no reason to affect the next person because you still gotta figure something out. You was only as good as the person you talk to for no reason.
Like what bro did, it makes sense. It was powerful for the people because he showed like no matter what their system is, what their problem or reason is, we got to stand for something, fall for anything. So he stood on that part of it, but the way he conducted himself and the stories that come behind his name and what he was fighting against, I'm not here to say he was guilty of anything, but like it's a double-edged sword with it. But I'm always stand with the fact that he did what he was supposed to, and he made this statement like Oakland and black people in general are gonna fight and stand for something if you come at us playing crazy. So that's just what it is for real. I gotta respect it.
See, and that's the thing about us people that come from Oakland. You ain't gotta like it. And if you do like it, that's cool. But you damn sure gonna respect it. Man, Cash Rules Global TV. Tapping in. All money ain't good money. And slow motion is damn sure better than no motion.